Yeah, of course. I mean, I think TI is, no matter what happens in Dota, TI is like always the most important tournament. It just has a lot of history. I think it just comes down to like, I'm not saying we were the best team at TI, but being the best team throughout the year doesn't mean you'll win TI. And a lot of winning tournaments is determined by luck. I think a lot of the tournaments we played in, we didn't even perform as the best team in the tournament, we still ended up winning. So I think that's just how it goes sometimes. I mean, I think for sure we're one of the front runners for the tournament. I think like in Dota right now, there's a lot of teams that are really good. And I think everyone should take us as seriously as they take them. So I think it's sort of expected. I mean, the two teams that beat us were BetBoom and Team Liquid. Honestly, I think BetBoom was probably a bit harder, but like the comeback that Team Liquid made in Game 3 is better. So I think both of the teams that beat us were pretty tough, obviously, as we lost to them. So I respect them both a lot. I mean, for me, like, winning and losing is not the biggest thing at this point in my career. I think the thing about the Team Liquid series is like we were in like a pretty easy position to win Game 3, and we didn't, and it resulted in like a pretty spectacular game of Dota. So I think I'm not that disappointed by that. But in terms of like just us as a team, I think we're disappointed that our level is like, I would say for us it's far below our expectation. And like I think I'm at least glad it led to an enjoyable game, because honestly Game 3 probably should not have been a good game, but it ended up that way, and I think that's, I mean, it's not so bad in the end. Like you can't win them all, and sometimes you'll have a dip in form, and it is what it is. You just have to adjust to that in the future. No. Also, I don't think that's true, the statement you made, because we had to win qualifiers for our first 3 events, and we happened to win those events, so we got invited to tournaments after. But if you can see, even just by results, like Quest that year did far better than any North American or South American team. Arguably in LANs better than Chinese teams. So I don't think that it's supposed to be that free. It was like free, and then this year I talked about like Enigma, but it's just like I just said that Quest performed better than NA, SA, and China, but China performed better than them last year. So I just wanted to like just say like I made a mistake and I meant SEA instead of China. I mean, right now the problem is that like there's not a lot of like, since Quest disbanded, I think there's not a lot of competition, but Enigma, like they look pretty good. Actually, they beat us pretty hard in scrims, and you know, Miracle got sick, so maybe they didn't have the results that they were hoping for this event. But I don't know if it's like as free as people say. The thing is, though, like it's free for Enigma, or it was like last year. It was sort of free for Quest after we qualified or started getting invited. But I don't think it means that like the region is weak in a competitive sense. But I think in like the tier 2 and growth sense, I think it might be the region with the least players, which makes us the weakest in that sense. I think a lot of it, so right now, since we won Dream League, I think we should be invited to like the next slew of invites. Like we won a couple tournaments, and we were qualified on EPT points, and as well as like just theoretically tournaments will invite us, so we'll have a bit of a longer break. I think a lot of it will be about making sure that we can get back into proper form and actually find like what it means to actually play good Dota for us. I think for me personally, like I haven't been in the best headspace, and I would say like maybe after TI, like in this time period, and I need to like find a way to sort of reinvigorate myself and like get back into that so we can actually perform.